Welcome back to Shine School Fortune. I know I normally do pick a card readings, but this is something I really want to talk about, and this is about a menstruation, how to have less painful menstruations. We're just gonna call it a period, and yeah, and how to get off over-the-counter drugs as far as trying to manage the pain. This is ibuprofen, but this shows you how long I had it and how I barely use it. We're gonna get into that. Obviously, women have periods and men don't, but if you're a man, please share this video with any woman that you care about in your family. Yeah, any woman you know, share it with her. All right. I know for men, you're like, okay, I don't have a period, but if it's a woman in your life, in any capacity, family member, share this video. So I'm gonna get a little backstory real quickly. I started my period when I was around 13. And from the age of 13 into now, I'm not going to say what my age is now, but from then to now, I have used ibuprofen or some type of over-the-counter pain medicine to help manage my menstrual cramps. Okay. So that's a lot. That's a lot of years. That's every month since I was 13 up until now. I've only went currently, since I've changed some things around, 3 months in my entire life since the age of 13 without putting a pharmaceutical pain, a drug in my body to help with the pain. That's not good. So eventually what started to happen is, so my periods usually last maybe 5 days. The first day is the most gruesome, and then, okay, the first day I bleed the most, and then each day I bleed a little bit less, but it lasts about 5 days, which is too long to me. I did notice so I'm a vegan currently, but I used to eat meat. I noticed when I would get my periods when I ate meat. I remember one time I used to love like Philly cheesesteaks and Italian beefs. And I remember one time eating Italian beef for I think it was a Philly cheesesteak, and I remember my cramps hurting even more. And that's when I started correlating. So one of the correlations I've made as far as having less painful periods is our diet. It's the food. That's one of the biggest things that spirits tell me. It's the toxins in the food that can cause a more severe period. And toxins in the food wreaks havoc on the body. Once again, it's the toxins in the food that's causing a more severe period, and it wreaks havoc on the body. Now, I'm going to say, me being a vegan, I will say for my body, eating meat, I don't know if meat is toxic, but I know eating meat made my periods way worse. It was hard for me to lose weight. I retained more water, and my periods were more painful, and I had to take pain medicine. And let me continue. So eventually what happened after me taking, I tried Tylenol for the menstrual cramps, and Tylenol doesn't work on me. My body responds to ibuprofen, okay, which is a pharmaceutical over-the-counter drug. They made it in the lab. Now, my understanding that some pharmaceuticals are built from herbs, natural herbs that the earth produced. So that's what I'm getting, in that pharmaceuticals are made in the laboratory, which is not good for our body. And well, it's not good because then it causes side effects. So we're going to get into the side effects. So about a couple years ago, I started to have issues where I had to take, I started having digestive issues where I had to take probiotics. And I'm still taking probiotics. I never had to take probiotics. I started to notice I would eat I could drink just this, and my stomach would be bloated and full. We know that's not normal. I could have been active all day, and my stomach would be literally bloated and full. So I have noticed my vibrations rising, and so my body chemistry is changing. So my body is it just doesn't require a lot of food anymore. But I still shouldn't be having digestive issues. So I noticed that I start to correlate. So I used to take ibuprofen first, the tablets. These are the gel. I used to take the tablets, and the tablets start to like mess up my stomach. So I started to get ulcers from ibuprofen. Also, I would take it without eating food. I didn't know what I was doing, you guys. I didn't know that I would just pop pills. I didn't know that you're supposed to eat food when you take over-the-counter drugs. I didn't think anything of it. So I start to eat food whenever I take the medicine, so that helps. But I noticed that when I would take the ibuprofen, and like soon after I start like having digestive issues, getting bloated, eating very little, but stomach just like stomach would be protruded, a lot of growling noises. It couldn't digest the food. and then I would be forced to take probiotics. So the more I took ibuprofen, the more probiotics I was taking. So basically it messed up like the lining in my stomach. It messed up, it gave me ulcers. It gave me ulcers. This happened once before. I got a couple of ulcers. Now, if you read the back of this, look at all the side effects. It says, ask a doctor before use if the stomach bleeding warning applies to you. You have problems or serious side effects from taking pain relievers or fever reducers. You have a history of stomach problems such as heartburn. You have high blood pressure, heart disease. Oh my God, just it goes on and on and on, you guys. On and on and on. All the side effects. So what I started to do was I started to drink one of these a day. This is distilled water, spinach, celery, and cucumber. If you start and you just blend it up and you drink it in with a little bit of lemon squeeze, yeah, it's nasty, but if you drink this down and I don't what is it, strain it. So once again, distilled water, spinach, celery, cucumber, and just squeeze a little bit of lemon juice from a lemon. And you just put it in the blender and you drink it. One of these a day. Yeah, it's nasty, but it's like the chlorophyll cleanses out your body. Your periods should start being a little bit less painful. Drink one of these every day. And if you start changing your diet, start eliminating the meat, start eliminating processed food, try to eat as many salads as you can. If you can go dairy free with your dressing, basically the more healthy your diet, the better. The more of these fresh fruits and vegetables you get in your body, the better. But this green, we don't get a lot of greens in our body. This green is going to flush out, cleanse out your body, because the toxins they're saying in the food is causing more severe painful periods. Okay. Now, as far as the drugs, Spirit is saying drugs. I pulled this card. I asked Spirit, I already heard the answer, and I asked Spirit, what does pharmaceutical drugs do to the body? And I heard it slows the body down. It causes the body to not be able to process things as quickly. And it says easy does it. There's no need to rush or hurry things. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring perfect time. This is the slow down card. So Spirit is saying that the pharmaceutical drugs, over-the-counter drugs, because we always want to talk about street drugs, but over-the-counter drug, this is a drug, you guys. Okay. Even though it's not street drugs, it's over-the-counter drug. Spirit is saying drugs slows the body down. And Spirit confirmed this. I pulled a card. It says easy does it. Slow down. Stop hurrying. It slows the body down. It causes the body not process things as much. So I eliminated ibuprofen. So I don't take this anymore for menstrual pain. All right. I eliminated it. I started to drink one of these a day. I noticed too, and this is unrealistic, but I was having stomach issues, so I was barely eating. Like I would just have a piece of fruit a day. And the next month, my period wasn't as bad, because how it is with your period, what you ate and what you did the month before is going to affect your period the next month. So let's just say my period came in okay, so let's say this is July. My period July is based upon how I took care of my body in June. If I drank one of these a day and I ate a lot of salads, drank a lot of smoothies, ate a lot of fruit, my period the next month is not going to be as painful. So once again, I stopped using pain medicine for my menstrual cramps. I haven't used pain medicine I haven't used pharmaceutical drugs for my menstrual cramps in about 3 months. I'm eating more salads, drinking more smoothies, drinking one of these a day. Okay. And then I added this. So I've tried to find herbs that helps with menstrual cramps. This is what you call it, but okay, so this is called cramp bark and black, let me think, H-A-W, I don't know how you pronounce that, jaw. So these are two herbs. The herb is called cramp bark, and another herb is called black haw, H-A-W. I heard that cramp bark and black haw is a good herb to help with menstrual cramps. So I had purchased the herbs online, and I tried to make my own tea, and it wasn't strong enough. So I found a store online called Herb Love, and if you guys are interested in this, I will put the link below, but I'm only going to put the link if you guys are interested. It's called Herb Love, and they have the alcohol. This one is using alcohol to extract the herb, and then they have one that's non-alcoholic where they use some type of oil. They use an oil to extract the herbs, or extract the properties out of the herbs. So they use alcohol to extract the properties from the herbs. Yeah, that's how they do it, if I'm saying that right. Okay, so first of all, I'm not saying it's the end all be all. I have to use like 3 whole, droplets of this. It's droplets. It's a liquid. If you guys can see it, it's a liquid. And you're supposed to put it under your tongue, because they say when you put it under your tongue, it gets in the bloodstream quicker. Now, when I first used it, it worked better than I thought. I was like, oh my God. But for my body, I have to do multiple things. I can't just eat whatever I want and then take this and I don't have any pain. Now, let me put a disclaimer here. I would say, see, if you want to purchase this, and I'm not affiliated with these people at all, so I'm not affiliated. It hasn't stopped. I just know, like, my second day of having my period, if my diet wasn't, basically the less food I ate, okay, this is how it goes with my body. If I'm barely eating, I'm just eating fruit all the time and I'm eating very little bit of food, I can pretty much, the first day I have menstrual pain, and this will kind of help reduce it, and then like the next 4 days I won't have any pain. But that's with me barely eating and just having stomach issues and just eating fruit. But if I eat like the way I want to eat, maybe not as healthy, consuming more food, my periods are heavier because I'm giving it more, I'm putting more stuff in my body. My body has to filter out. I'm putting more toxins in my body. So the next month, like the first 2 or 3 days, I have pain, and I use this and it helps reduce it a little bit, but it doesn't knock it completely out. So for your body, it might knock the pain out completely. For me, it doesn't knock it out completely. I have to still drink these and eat healthy and put as less food in my body as possible, to be honest with you, for me to render the results I want, which is because I've noticed this last period, I was obviously those 4 days I was bleeding, but I didn't have any pain. Only the first day I had pain. I took this the first day and it helped it. It helped it, but it didn't knock it out completely. So I haven't found anything that would knock it out completely. This will help along with your diet, drinking these and trying to reduce as many chemicals, bad food, and basically, okay. Drinking this and trying to don't overeat. Drinking one of these a day. Try not to overeat. Eating as many salads as you can, drinking as many smoothies. If you can, try to pull back on the meat if you eat meat. Even if you're vegan or vegetarian, if you're eating a lot of processed fake meat, try to reduce all that. The more pure your diet, I'm telling you, I believe from what I've noticed, the less painful your periods are going to be. And what we're trying to do is get rid of this. This causes stomach problems. Okay, it caused major stomach problems, and it causes ulcers. We're trying to get rid of pharmaceutical drugs. We don't need that in our body. Okay, so, and I believe my vibration's rising because I've eliminated that. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do any type of pharmaceutical, I don't do any kind of street drugs. And I have this emergency bottle. As you can see, I've had it so long, the label is faded. Yeah. I just keep it just in case I get a headache, and I normally just sleep my headaches off. But if it's just emergency and I really need some help, I eat some food and I'll take one of these. But this is the last result. So that's why I believe my vibrations rising even higher, because I'm really getting off of. Only thing I take that's over the counter is like emergency, maybe this, if this just gets really bad, like a super bad headache and I got to get rid of it. And I might take a Claritin for my allergies. That's it. I'm not taking that anymore for my menstrual pain. And I'm still looking for something. If you guys know something that's a herb or product on the market that uses herbs, whether it's a liquid or pills, that is vegan or vegetarian and it's not pharmaceuticals, it's a herb and it helps knock out menstrual pain, please put it below in the comment section. If you're interested in this, I will give you a link. Once again, it didn't knock it completely out for me, but it may knock it out completely for you. And yeah, this is a way that you guys, try it out. Try to make this, drink one of these a day. Try to consume as many salads and smoothies as you can. Drink a lot of water. Try to reduce the meat. And get you, whether it's this or get you something online, a herb that is specifically, the herb has to specifically say it's going to reduce menstrual cramps. This is for menstrual cramps, specifically for it. Find that and just keep a bottle of where you take Tylenol, Midol, ibuprofen. Just keep it on you for emergency in case you can't take the pain. But our goal is to wing ourselves off. As I've winged myself off of this is for menstrual pain. I can handle the pain that I still get. I can handle it. It's not as bad, but it's not as bad as it used to be. So the pain I still do get, depending on what I did the month before, I can handle it with this. I can handle it, you know, and I don't need the pain medicine. So we want to get ourselves off of the ibuprofen, off the pharmaceutical drugs, and we want to reduce our menstrual pain. All right, and hopefully it can come to a point we don't get any menstrual pain at all. All right, so if this video helped, let me know, and I'll see you next time.